recruitment advert currently trending on the social media credited to it. FCSC Permanent Secretary Dr. Mary Ogbe made this known in a statement in Abuja where she said that the fake recruitment currently trending on the social media did not emanate from the Commission. Ogbe also reaffirmed the Commission's earlier disclaimer statement that the suspension on recruitment into the federal civil service was yet to be lifted by the government. According to her, the Commission has an established tradition of using the television or radio stations and newspaper to announce such an instance of national exercise, not the social media. Now, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Godwin Emefiele, has said regulators in Nigeria would continue to keep their eyes on banking system stability through monitoring and supervision of financial institutions. Emefiele stated this during an interview with journalists on the sidelines of the ongoing International Monetary Fund World Bank Spring meetings in Washington, D.C. The Apex Bank chief pointed out that the support of CBN's tight monetary policy by the IMF was a testament to the fact that the central bank was doing the right thing.
We're delighted that even in the sub-Saharan Africa, the growth levels in Nigeria, even though by our assessment, is still suboptimal. That the IMF would, among all the countries in Africa, say that growth in Nigeria should be retained at 3.2%. Glad days are had. It means we're doing certain things that are correct and we'll continue to do those things that are right.
Emefiele there, he also noted that the focus of the gathering of policymakers across the globe was to provide solutions to food crisis, rising poverty, and global inflation, as well as other pertinent issues.
Remove our eye on monetary policy, which is to focus extensively on how to moderate inflation, but at the same time ensure that banking system stability remains resilient and then strong as it is right now.
The Jigawa State Police Commanders presented checks worth 29 million naira to the families of 20 slain police officers. Spokesman of the command, DSP Lawan Shisu Adam, made this known in a statement disclosing that the presentation is part of the family welfare insurance scheme being given to the family of deceased police officers by the Inspector General of Police. Commissioner of Police Effiom Emmanuel Ekot, while presenting the checks, appreciated the effort of the Inspector General Usman Baba for improving the welfare of the officers and men of the Nigeria Police Force. He also urged the beneficiaries to make judicious use of the money for the betterment of their families. The Delta State government is vowed to commission the multi-million naira Ogili-Asaba dualization road project before May 29th. Delta Information Commissioner Charles Aniago, who revealed this while addressing reporters in Asaba, said the government was serious about completing the project. The government gave marching orders to the State Ministry of Works to complete the project before Governor Ifeanyi Okowa's administration terminates. According to Aniago, the import of the order is to enable the inauguration before May 29, while attention will be given to combating floods in Warri. It's the 1 p.m. news on Splash 105.5 FM. Still ahead, France President Macron signs pension age rise to 64 into law. In the world of sport, Manchester United defender Martinez out for the rest of season with fractured foot. Turning to the foreign scene now, French President Emmanuel Macron has signed into law his government's highly unpopular pension reforms, which raised the state pension age from 62 to 64. President Macron, who signed the bill this morning, argued that the reforms are essential to prevent the pension system collapsing. The Constitutional Council rejected opposition calls for a referendum, but it also struck out some aspects of the reforms, citing legal flaws. Following the council's ruling, protesters set fires across Paris and 112 people were arrested. Among the reforms struck down by the 9 members of the Constitutional Council was a so-called senior index aimed at urging companies with more than 1,000 workers to take on employees over 55. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has urged member states to be committed and pray for global peace, noting that peace is needed today more than ever before. Guterres made the call at a religious event at the UN headquarters in New York to observe a moment of prayer for peace. According to the UN chief, peace is needed today more than ever before as war and conflict unleash devastating poverty and hunger, forcing tens of millions from their homes. The entire planet is battling climate chaos, while peaceful countries are facing gaping inequalities and political polarization. In his remarks, the High Representative of the UN Alliance for Civilizations, UNAOC, Miguel Moratinos, described the ceremony as a beautiful moment of harmony. Finally, sport news. Manchester United centre-back Lisandro Martinez will miss the rest of the season after fracturing a metatarsal bone in his foot. The 25-year-old sustained the injury in United's 2-2 Europa League quarter-final against Sevilla on Thursday. Martinez, a World Cup winner with Argentina, was helped off the pitch at Old Trafford by Sevilla's Gonzalo Montiel and Marcos Acuna, his international teammates. He was then placed on a stretcher and carried away for treatment. Martinez centre-back's partner, Rafael Varane, also sustained an injury and is expected to be out for a few weeks. Just before we go, a recap of the major news headlines. The federal government has called for solidarity and collaboration to rescue remaining Chibok schoolgirls. CBN Governor Emefiele has pledged improved supervision and monitoring of banks. France President Macron has signed pension age rise to 64 into law. In the world of sport, Manchester United defender Martinez will be out for the rest of the season with a fractured foot. For more details on the news, visit our website on www.splashfm105.5.com. Now you can download Splash FM mobile app on iOS and Google Play Store to listen live, get news update, opinion poll, and you can also report an event live to us through the iReport feature. To download, simply go to any of the stores mentioned and search for Splash FM 105.5, then click to download. We have now come to the end of the news on Splash 105.5 FM, the integrity station and the best radio station in the southwest of the country. The news editor is Tunde Olawu, assisted by Babatunde Moreni KG. I am Funmilayo Adetitun. Good afternoon and thank you for listening.
Quick, charge at 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more